Okay, one more video on conjugation, okay? So, I'm going to do an AR verb. And the verb is trabajar. You see the AR? The AR equals to. Then you have a root word. Sometimes they call it the stem of the word. That trabaja is work. When you get rid of the AR, you get rid of the to, and we need to know who's working, who is going to work. I work, you work, I work here at the school. You work on your homework, right? So we gotta conjugate trabaja, work. We have to conjugate work. The way you do that, you do a box. For the major test, I already did the boxes for you. I work. If you know the rule, you bring the root word down. Traba, that's work. I work. Trabajo. You work. Continue to bring the root of the word. You bring it down. Traba, who works? You work. Trabajo, trabajas. This is I work. This one here is you work. All right. He works or she works. Or the other, you formal, works, right? And you bring the root of the word down. And hopefully you remember that in this box here, it's he, she, and you formal. Él, ella, and usted trabaja. So on the singular side, I, you, he, she, and you formal, this is singular, right? The endings are o, as, a. Now the plural side, okay? We work. Bring the root word down. And the ending is amos. We work, nosotros trabajamos. Nosotros trabajamos. They, masculine is ellos, right? And that's the sign. Ellos trabajan. Ellas trabajan. And you all should be working tonight. You all, some of you all are at the gym. You all, this is the sign. Ustedes is you all. Trabajan. Bring the root word down. Traba. And the ending is en trabajan. Back to the singular. Yo trabajo. Tú trabajas. Él, ella, usted trabaja. Nosotros, plural, we trabajamos. We work hard, don't we? And ellos, ellas, and ustedes trabajan. We got it? Yes? Fantastic. All right. Let's do to live. To live. To live is vivir. We know that the IR is to, and viv, the root of the word is live. Live, let's conjugate it. Always an X in that box. Now, I live, you live, he lives, she lives, you formal, live, we live in Stockdale, some of us, and they, masculine, ellos, they, feminine, ellas, and you all is ustedes, right? So you bring viv down, viv, 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 and viv. The IR the endings, a lot like the ER, is O, S. There's always an S there. It's always like plural. E. And this is imos, because this is an I. And this is en. I live. You live. He, she, and you formal live. We live. They live. They live. You all live. Yo, tú, él, ella, usted, nosotros, ellos, ellas, ustedes. Those are the pronouns. Remember, you're going to have to conjugate the pronouns as well. Or not conjugate, but you have to know all the pronouns. Okay, let's do an ER verb. Let's do comer. Comer, the ER is 2, the IR is 2, and the AR is 2. They're all 2. The root of the word is eat. You got to get rid of the ER so we know who is going to eat. Right? Come. Oh, come. Come and come. It's very much like the IR verb. It's O, S, E. Yo como, tú comes, él and ella and usted come, nosotros comemos. So this is hemos. Remember that this is imos, and this is the same thing, comen. Yes? Okay, there are certain words that are irregular. I'll let you know which ones they are. But to understand, to think, understand, to think, what other irregular words do we have? When you translate to understand, entender, there is an I in between the T and the E. For to think, pensar, there is an I in between the P, P, N. There's an I in between the P and the E. Can, which is poder, it's very irregular. The O goes away, and you replace the O with a UE. That becomes the root. Piens becomes the root, and entiende becomes the root. The endings, they go away. Remember that. Ser. Remember the song, please, for ser. For I am, you are, he is, she is, you formal are, right? We are, they are, and you all are. Remember that when you do a box for ser, which equals to be, all the forms of to be, am is an R, you go yo, I am, yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, usted es, nosotros somos, ellos son, ellas son, and ustedes son. And how does the song go? Yo soy, tú eres, él, ella es, nosotros somos, ellos son, ellas son, ustedes son. Remember the song, right? We did that way back at the beginning of the year. That's for ser. Estar, right? Estar equals to be as well. This is the one that's How are you feeling, right? I'm fine, you're fine, I am fine, you are fine, he is fine, right? There's two ways to say to be. One, the permanent things. One, the temporary things. Remember that? Estoy, estás, está, 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 estamos, están, están, están. Those are the temporary, the feelings, the emotions, the ones that don't last forever. This is permanent. I am Señor Tamés. Soy Señor Tamés. Right? Remember that. So we have the ER, the IR, and the AR. Remember correr, correr, para correr. Correr is a regular verb. We have to want, very irregular. To want is querer, it's an ER verb. Here's the root. Here's the root. This is regular. This is irregular. You're going to need an I right there when you're ready to put it in the box. And all irregular verbs are regular with the nosotros. Don't forget that. They're normal, right? So those, all regular verbs, they go in the nosotros box, the we box. You don't change them. You only change them. Remember, I told you, pretend it's an L. All irregular verbs, any irregular verbs, if there's a change, it's on the L. Saber. Saber, it's an ER verb. To know. That one is only irregular with the yo. So you should remember, because I taught you, no sé, I don't know. So sé is I know. And then this goes in this box, this box, this box, and this box. The regular. It's only irregular with the yo. And all of this changes to sé. I know, yo sé. You know, tú sabes, él sabe, nosotros sabemos, and ellos, ellas, ustedes saben. Hopefully you know all of this by now. Okay. Comprar, to buy. Yo compro, tú compras. Él compra. Simón compra unos libros. Right? And nosotros compramos, it's a regular verb. And ellos, ellas, and ustedes compran. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I think you should know it. Watch this video. Thank you.